Shall I start, sir? Very good evening to all. My name is Parashuram, working as a graduate primary school teacher from Koppal, Karnataka, India. Today, I am very glad to have this chance to meet you and learn. My action research title is Why Don't My Students Read English with Proper Pronunciation? So actually, I choose 30 students of 7th standard. First of all, I would like to tell you that why I started my accent research, especially on the reading English with proper pronunciation. Because my students are from the mother tongue background. They were reading before my accent research, they were reading English in the tone and style and rhythm of their mother tongue. For example, they were using bukku instead of book, and they were using reddu instead of red, and they were using handu instead of hand. That is why I collected data and some questions to correct my students' pronunciation through Google Forms and parents and English teaching teachers, colleagues. Especially, I interviewed more than 60 students of my students from my school. As per their need, I made action research based on action research questions. I selected 5 questions. Those questions are: how to motivate my 7th grade students to read English with proper pronunciation, and what are the opportunities, what are the appropriate activities to my students, and what are their expectations, and what are the opportunities they have. I am the teacher. I am expecting my students read English with proper pronunciation. That is why, what are the opportunities did I give to my students? These are my questions. Based on these questions, I started my accent research, and finally, end of my accent research, my students learned all the words. Especially, most of the students learned reading English with proper pronunciation through I used through TLMs, flashcards, loud reading, group reading, alphabetical words, short vowel sounding words, long vowel sounding words, and consonant blends. After that, finally, my students learned very well English pronunciation. Now, I would like to give 2 examples. They were using before that today, now they are using today. And they were using bowl, now they are using bowl of, for example, bowl of rice. In my action research, I found something. My findings are, I would like to tell you the most important finding, that through the activities, we can teach easily. The teaching and learning process, without the activities, learning will be slowed down. That's why through the activities, teaching and learning process is very, very useful. And challenges what I faced. One of the challenges was that lack of time. Uh, I was taking 2 periods, morning and afternoon. Morning period for my action research, and afternoon period for completing my syllabus. And one more challenge was that mother tongue's mouth muscles. Usually, as earlier I said that my students are from the mother tongue background. They were their mother tongue built with their mouth muscles built with their mother tongue. That's also I faced one challenge, and I brushed up my students' mouth muscle by giving more examples and loud reading, etc. And appreciations. I got appreciations from cluster resource person, headmaster, and parents. One of the appreciation from my cluster resource person is that mother tongue students unable to read their mother tongue, but they can read English as a second language, reading English with proper pronunciation. And also, I got one appreciation from the parents that before 3 months of time, my daughter was unable to read English, but now my daughter can read English with proper pronunciation. So this is my accent research, and finally, I am satisfied with my accent research. And finally, I would like to thank to my mentor. I always grateful to my mentor and the organizer of this conference. And thank you. Thank you.